which is exactly why your late-night browsing habit is actively editing your biological code. The human brain is a sensitive, dynamic organ. It physically reshapes its own architecture second by second, adapting its internal wiring to whatever information you feed it. While you scroll through content, you are simultaneously engaging in a session of neural restructuring. The images flashing on that screen are carving new, permanent pathways into your brain's geometry. Psychiatrist and researcher Norman Deutsch spent years documenting this phenomenon, neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to alter its own structure based on experience and activity. This process is governed by a foundational biological rule: neurons that fire together, wire together. Under repeated high-intensity digital exposure, these specific neural pathways thicken. They demand more energy and begin dominating the brain's real estate, taking over space previously used for other functions. The hyper-adaptability defining human evolution has become a point of failure when faced with digital hijacking. This leads to the plastic paradox. The same flexibility that allows the brain to change also allows it to produce rigid, repetitive behaviors that become self-sustaining. High-speed internet pornography utilizes this by targeting the mesolimbic dopamine system, the brain's primary reward circuit. By hijacking the reward transmitter, these stimuli mirror the mechanism of cocaine, delivering intense pleasure without effort. To protect itself, the brain builds tolerance. The pleasure baseline shifts upward, requiring escalating shock value just to feel normal. This shift pushes the experiences of everyday life below your pleasure threshold, effectively deleting your attraction to human reality. High-speed internet porn satisfies every biological prerequisite for neuroplastic change. It demands rapt attention, provides massive chemical rewards, and encourages endless repetition. The result is a rebuilt libido, a new sexuality, rooted in digital shock rather than human connection. Millions of people are currently living inside mutated circuits they unknowingly built through thousands of hours of practice. These digital habits act as a physical prison, locking the individual out of their own baseline humanity. If neuroplasticity created the prison, it is also the only mechanism capable of dismantling it. Researchers Daniel Goleman and Richard J. Davidson have shown that targeted meditation can force the brain to restructure itself once again. Deliberate mindfulness and focused attention physically strengthen the prefrontal cortex, the area related to planning and complex cognitive functions. A strengthened connection between the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala allows the brain to lower the effect of strong, impulsive emotions. Neuroscientist David Eagleman describes this as using the frontal lobes to actively squelch the short-term circuits that drive cravings. This process allows neurons that fire apart to wire apart, weakening the links to your digital traps and restoring your ability to choose. Having watched this, you now possess a biological blueprint most will never understand. Choosing to scroll away leaves your autonomy to be dictated by the automaticity of these circuits. Inaction leads to a reward system that is hollowed out, leaving you with a brain that can no longer find satisfaction in the real world. Apathy replaces drive as artificial desires overwrite your natural human impulses. Every minute spent on these platforms leaves the viewer more hollow,